States need to require random drug testing for welfare recipients if there is probable cause for suspicion. The state's TANF program, which is temporary assistance for needy families, usually including cash assistance, is funded by taxpayers. That's the regular working class people that have money taken out of their taxes every week, out of their paycheck for these programs. Now, these programs are a wonderful thing when they're used properly, which right now they're not. Welfare right now is approaching spending $1 trillion. This money should not be going to people who spend any type of income on illegal substances. From an article in the U.S. News, it is felt that welfare assistance should not be a handout and should not be open ended. And requiring people who are asking for monetary assistance and other people and other assistance to stop using illegal drugs is within reach, and it's a good condition. Studies also show that 1/3 of welfare recipients use illegal drugs. Florida passed this law and it reduced the welfare enrollment by at least 48%. There is also a lower long-term dependence. Welfare was designed originally to help needy families in poverty get on their feet, to be able to find work, to be able to live a happy, productive life as members of society. What it's turned into, as majority of people who are in the program have seen, is people that are addicted to substances and cannot hold a steady job, or may have some type of income but uses that income to supply a substance habit, and then are asking the government to pick up the slack. This is not acceptable, and it's absolutely unfair for taxpayers to pay for drug addicts and their habit. And it's also unfair to the single mother who works a job or two and goes to school full time, doesn't do any illegal substances, and receives half the benefits that these other people do because they're unemployed. And these people wouldn't pass the drug test. This law being passed would eliminate these type of people from getting assistance in these type of programs. Utah passed this bill and saved $350,000 in the first year that the bill was passed. They spent over $30,000 for the drug screening. 12 people tested positive. If they saved $350,000 and spent $30,000, they're spending less than 10% of what they're saving for the screening. I'd say that's well worth it. 250 people failed the screening, and they were barred from benefits for 3 months, which is how they saved the $350,000. Utah did not take a very strict approach toward this law, and they made it a substance abuse screening instead of random drug testing or drug testing everybody. So everybody that applies for TANF in the state of Utah needs to pass substance abuse screening requirements, and a lot of these people did not. There were 29 states that had proposals to pass this legislature, and at least 8 states passed some type of this legislation whatsoever. The ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union, an organization founded in 1920 to defend civil liberties, argues that this law infringes on the Fourth Amendment right, which prohibits unlawful search and seizure of personal property. States are doing random screening, not screening everybody, to go around this law. Only after reasonable belief that there is some type of substance abuse going on are people allowed to be tested for substances. If they're found to be positive, they're offered treatment and required to go to this treatment and complete it. in order to obtain their assistance. If after that they're tested positive again and come up a second offense, they're banned from receiving assistance for 1 year. And then a third positive offense is punishable by lifetime barring of receiving government assistance. Fox News said the ACLU thinks this is cutting costs at the expense of the defenseless. If high-paying jobs require drug tests, there's no reason that unemployment and government assistance like welfare should not require drug tests. This also sends a message that you don't get rewarded for doing nothing. If you're going to school and not using illegal substances and trying to find work, good things will come to you, and then you can qualify for assistance and someone will help you. This is supposed to be a hand up, not a handout. And people that are addicted and in the system are using it as a handout. They're using the money that they receive from TANF for their habit, and this has to stop. This is taking money away from people that actually need it, that are getting denied because there's a shortage of funds, and it also gives people that have substance abuse issues the idea that they don't need to get help because the government will take care of them. This is not okay. And this needs to stop. Thank you.